I am Osam from B2Metric. I will show you B2Metric RFM customer segmentation analysis. First of all, I would like to briefly talk about what RFM analysis is. RFM is a marketing tool used to analyze customer loyalty. RFM stands for Recency Frequency Monitoring. These terms are used to analyze the purchasing behavior of customers. RFM analysis aims to learn more about customer behavior by dividing customers into different categories. This analysis can be used to create customer loyalty programs, develop marketing strategies, and improve the customer experience. You can start RFM analysis by selecting date range you want to analyze. For more reliable RFM analysis, we recommend extending the analysis time. Therefore, I am performing 1 year RFM analysis by clicking this year. Then we need to select events to calculate the recency, frequency, and monetary metrics. Let's choose the page view as the frequency event. After choosing the event, you must choose which aggregations you want to do. B2Metric RFM analysis offers two aggregates for this purpose: date level and session level. At the session level aggregation, we summarize the session behavior of clients. Count aggregation is the number of times the users performed the event you selected in the session, while other aggregations aggregate the users' engagement times while performing the event you selected. After summarizing the sessions of customer between the days you choose, we apply aggregation when combining all the sessions. For example, let's say that the user has made 10 events in the date range you have selected and has made the page view event 3 times in each event. You select session level aggregation count. It will take the value 3 for each session. If you select the mean aggregation for date level aggregation, the information that this user has done this event on average 3 times in the sessions he has done in the selected date range will be used in the analysis. If you define a payment event as a monetary event, you can view it here. If you do not have any payment method, by default monetary event user engagement will appear. Let's choose different aggregations now to better understand the aggregation logic. When I select the session level aggregation sum, it will add up the engagement seconds of the user engagement event in the sessions that user made. When I select the date level aggregation max, it will select the highest engagement second to determine the monetary score. Let's choose session start as the recency event. The recency score is determined by the last time the user did the event you selected. We can now run the analysis. After running the analysis, we segment your user based on their RFM scores. In the RFM grid, segments are determined to increase recency to the right and frequency score to increase upwards. You can access the description of these segments by clicking on them. For example, let's look at the definition of the at-risk segment. These users have above average frequency but low recency scores. Strong candidates to re-engage. The definition of champion users is as follows. These users are your most active users. They have the highest recency and frequency scores. If you want to view user, you can click the view user. If you want to export users, you need to click export users. Below the RFM grid, there is a table where we summarize the frequency and monetary values of the segments, and a table where we display the user numbers. Here you can find summary information about the segments. Let's continue with the RFM transition. RFM Transition page, you can view your customers' transitions between segments in the date range you selected. As you can see from the date section, we show a 1-month transition by default. You can increase or decrease the range if you want. Two RFM analyses are run according to the date range you set, and your customers are segmented. You can view how many users switch between segments in the chart and the listings you see on the right. Let's look at the champion segment as an example. By looking at the information here, you can see that there are 61 users in the champion segment in the second date range you selected. The value of 61 for this segment corresponds to 100%. You can view that 6 users were in the champion segment in the first date range you selected, and 2 of them came from the about the sleep segment. Since there may be users who use your application in the first date range you select and do not use your application in the second date range, the sum of transitions between segments will not always give 100%. In the tables below, there are tables that summarize these segments as we shown on the RFM screen. This time, you are viewing two summary tables as we are running two RFM analyses.